My name is Vishal. So I'll be going about to show you how to use Amazon SageMaker for Lab 3.5, and the same steps we can use for doing it our assignment, that is the on-cloud one. So the first thing that we have to do is, in our browser, we need to make sure that our browsing history is completely clear. It's because sometimes if you face the issue of like resource limit exceeded, it is because it is caching some of the things like on the server side. So make sure that your browsing history is clear, and after clearing your browsing history, just wait for a couple of minutes, like just to give it a time. Then just log into the Amazon AWS Academy, click on student login, use your student ID credentials that you used for creating the account over here. Click login. Now after this, just go to AWS Academy, and that will go to modules. Then we have to scroll down to module 3 section, and then we have to click on lab 3.1. So after doing lab 3.1, we just this it will show something like this. So it will load. So until it loads, wait for everything to load. Then click on Start Lab. After clicking on Start Lab, you just wait for like say 2-3 minutes, or maybe even longer if the internet connection is slow. Then 5 minutes maybe, but 2-3 minutes should be fine enough. So until it says lab status ready, just wait for it to finish. It is taking a bit of time, so we'll have to wait for. Okay, now it says lab status ready, so we can close this window. Now we have to click on AWS. So it will take you to the AWS Management Console. So that will give you something like this next. So just click done. So if it doesn't, in the recently visited pages, if it doesn't show you the Amazon SageMaker, so you can also search for Amazon SageMaker from the above search bar. Amazon SageMaker. And we have to click on Amazon SageMaker. So it will bring us to this page. Now we have to go to Notebook. We have to click Notebook Instances. And we have to make sure that we don't have any running instances of the notebook. So we'll click Create Notebook Instance. In this, all we have to do is just type the name of the notebook instance that you want. We don't have to change any settings, and just click Create Notebook Instance. Since it is creating, so it will take probably say 5 minutes around for it to finish. Until the status shows in service, we'll have to wait for it to finish it off. So just keep refreshing on this page, clicking this refresh button over here. Should not take more than 5 minutes also, like 2-3 minutes should be good enough. Sometimes it takes 5 minutes, but that's how it is going to be. All I have to do is just wait for it to finish it off. Okay, it is taking time. Then we'll have to wait for like say another 2-3 minutes. Maybe it will be done. Okay, so the status is still showing pending, so we'll wait for like a couple of minutes more. Okay, now it shows in service. So once it shows in service, click on Open Jupyter Lab. After clicking on Open Jupyter Lab, click on Conda Python 3. And here, after clicking on this, since we are going to do the lab 3.5 exercise in this, so we'll click Upload Files. I already have this file over here in my downloads, like wherever you have this file. Just click Open. And after this, you should also along with this, we should be uploading the housing data CSV file. So make sure that you also upload that file as well. I have it in my week 12. So we just click housing CSV, click open. Make sure that both the files are uploaded. Now double click to open the machine learning file. So this is the file that is going to use XGBoost. So we'll run the code step by step. For the first time, it will take time to read the data set. So give it a couple of minutes maybe. Then run this cell, this one. Now saving the training dataset and validation set to a CSV file. Then this. Run this code. It will give you a message like this. So this is just warning. So when you're doing this step, the SageMaker one, If it says SageMaker.s3 underscore input, just change it to training input for the training data channel and the validation channel. So once you do that, this step won't give you error. But if you use S3 underscore input instead of training input, then this step will be getting an error. So make sure that we use training input over here. Then just run this cell. So the steps which is seeing below is because I had previously run this step, so it is from the previous file that I've run this. So once we run this xgp estimator.fit, it will start running. So it will, on successful running, it will say starting the training job. So this step will take around 5 to 7 minutes. So until this is finished, we'll have to wait for 5 to 7 minutes for the model to fit, or like train the model. As you can see, this step is still running, so we'll have to wait for this step to finish. Once you start seeing the message in blue color, that means the model is training, said everything is working fine. Okay, so this step is finished. So once you scroll, it will say training job completed. Once it shows that, it means their training is complete. So we'll now create an endpoint. Now we'll use the endpoint to predict. So this is the step which will take time. So as soon as you run this step, you will see a hyphen sign. So until this, like at each iteration or maybe something like that. Once the step finishes, you see a exclamation at the end. So it means that this step is finished. This step should take, say, another maybe 4 to 5 minutes. Okay, now see, once you see this exclamation sign, it means that it finished. Then we'll run this test sample. Now we'll run this. These are the warning message we can ignore. We'll run this, the response, and then this. Once it is done, we'll just run this one to delete our endpoint. So once everything is done, make sure that we save the code. And since we are doing on AWS, so that machine would be available only for 2 hours. So every time when we are doing this, we have to make sure that right click, select download to download the files. So make sure that the code is downloaded till how much you have finished so that you can do it, continue from that point forward in the next iteration. So once everything is done, make sure that you close this. You also shut down the Jupyter Lab, close everything, then make sure you sign out from here. And after signing out, you can close this page, come to this page, click on End Lab. So once this is done, click on End Lab, that lab will end. Then go to your account, click log out. So it will, you can log out. That is done. Thank you, everyone.